back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is still Espresso on S3 with the best of the best. And yes, we are in great company. And I need to tell you something because we've been talking about it for a little while now. And I think I'm just as confused as you. South Africa has been taken over by the first completely customizable mobile network, Melon Mobile. And today we're joined by two brands that were also victim to this Melon mayhem, where their billboards across South Africa were completely rebranded. Now, to fill us in on what exactly is happening, co-founder of Veldskoen, Nick Dreyer, is here, as well as brand manager of Lyft, Hayden Hennick. They join us in studio, and you can see the question marks.
Yeah, gents, I need to get to the bottom of this. What is going on? How do you feel the fact that your billboards are getting taken over? And talk to me more about this. This is wild.
I mean, the first thought I had was like, what in the melon is going on? I mean, as you can imagine, billboards in South Africa, they're hot property, right?
Yeah.
And we were so proud to have Lyft billboards.
All the work that goes into it. Yeah.
Exactly, and the cost. And I actually had a friend tweet me the takeover.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe my eyes. I think we were too busy focusing on takeoffs instead of takeovers.
What you did there. How about you, Nick?
Listen, it came as a surprise. What a beautiful little piece of disruption. You know, it's like somebody's walked up to our billboard and just stuck a post-it note over it and said, pay attention to us, this is like a really cool thing. And at Veldskoen, you know, 1 minute you think you're selling shoes, the next minute you're looking at something and it changes the conversation completely. Which is the thing I found most fascinating about it. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's you're not upset by this. Yeah. You're not angry. It seems like you were welcoming this conversation and you're absolutely here for it. Is that correct?
Well, in our case, it was a surprise. It was shocking. But the minute you just think about it for 30 seconds, how cheeky, how South African, how fun. I love that we live in a place where something like this can happen.
Yeah.
And I just think that speaks to all the values of Veldskoen. It's just kind of, it is disruptive. And I think that's something that we should celebrate.
Yes, and I love that because bring back cheeky marketing. We're so here for it. And you've mentioned some things that I want to touch on. You said, yes, it's cheeky, yes, it's disruptive. What do you love most about this campaign? Is it that in particular, or are there more elements to it?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of everything, but I think it's bold. I think asking 61 million people within our country to do something is a really bold marketing ask. I mean, some brands, they target specific areas, demographics, but with Melon targeting the whole country, it's bold and I love it. And that's exactly who we all are, I think, and want to service the country.
Does it kind of complement your brand? Does it tie into exactly what you're playing into right now?
Absolutely. I mean, with Lyft specifically, young, dynamic, fun, a little bit of cheeky and flexible. So Melon is flexible, bringing back that great customer service and really putting the power back into the hands of the customers.
Yeah, I think from a Veldskoen perspective, you know, Veldskoen's kind of known as a traditional thing, but with a pop of that Mzansi magic. And I think, you know, a mobile network is ubiquitous, right? We all have one, we all need one, it has a specific price. I think what Melon has done is that they've just reframed that and they've gone, guys, this could be done differently, it could be done really well, and it could be done with great values, and it could be done that it feels a little bit more like us. And so from a Veldskoen perspective, we adore that because I just think the more we as South Africans lean into the South Africanness of the stuff that makes us us, I think the better it'll be. So it's just good energy, man. We love it.
And I agree. I mean, it's no better time to be South African than now. We just saw the win from DDP.
Yes. What a weekend.
What a weekend. The Springboks as well. Everybody just taking over, doing the most. So, yes, be South African, embrace South African. I am here for it. I wanted to find out, why should South Africans take on this challenge by Melon Mobile in particular? I mean, they offer something so unique, so different. Why should we be interested?
Well, I don't know about you, Nick, but I actually am personally with Melon. I switched to them a few months ago, and I honestly just haven't looked back. It's so easy to use. I unlimited phone calls. I'm not relying on WhatsApp
said unlimited, eh?
reconnecting.
And those are
Unlimited
regular
phone
calls, not the WhatsApp calls.
People think I'm fancy
Yeah,
now when I
I
phone
was
them.
gonna say. Oh, it's a regular call.
My mom, when I phoned my mom, she's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "I don't have data issues anymore."
I've made it, Mom.
And it's just so easy to do it on the app. I'm in complete control. I say this month I want 5 gigs of data, next month I want 20 gigs of data. So I think South Africa should put them to the test. And I literally haven't had one issue since I joined them.
Wonderful. Well,
Big
that's a
fan.
review of notes. I mean, Nick, would you agree?
Listen, it's not just a review. I think, Melon should get you out there a little bit. I think it's so well explained.
Ambassador.
It's such a brilliant product and offering. And your question, why should South Africans give it a try? We're just a fan of South African business and startups and trying something new. And it just so happens, like most of the things that happen in South Africa, that they do it at a very high level.
Yeah.
They're worth giving a try. They're good people. I think this whole disruption and cheeky thing at least should get everybody's attention. I'd happily give them a go. And from all accounts, it works and it does a great job. So there's no reason not to try.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
Nick Hayden, thank you so much for coming through, for sharing your insights as to what's going on right now. And I think if you want to know more, Mzansi, there's an incredible opportunity for you to do exactly that. We're offering you the opportunity to test Melon Mobile out for yourself, and it doesn't cost a thing. There is a free trial that's available. You can head to melonmobile.co.za, get the unlimited calls and SMSs and 5 gigs of data for 14 days. For free. You heard correctly. So there's every reason to get involved in this. Clearly, by these happy faces, there's something going right here, and I think we all want to get involved in this. So what are you waiting for? Go get some of those phone calls, go get some of those messages on, and go enjoy the connections that you make with your loved ones.